Welcome to Sports Focus. Boom. Before I start, I must tell you the reason why I am wearing my favorite jersey, Jim Brown of the Cleveland Browns, is what happened, on Monday Night Football.
I didn't watch it.
Well, I know ESPN, they put out a lot of stuff to say, hey, don't watch this game. You got a 3-7 and a 2-8 whatever team. It was one of the best games. It was exciting. And how do the Cleveland Browns lose a game? They trying to win the game, 3 seconds left. They get their field goal kick blocked, return back for a touchdown. In Cleveland, that fan base since 1964 hasn't had a champion, so I feel for them.
They still got LeBron.
And that's what they had on the sign. We still got LeBron. That's a damn shame. So that's why I'm rocking the Cleveland Browns. Jim Brown, 32, boom. And I just feel so bad for them. They played so hard. They lost their quarterback.
Hoyer.
Josh Mcneill. He got knocked out. And he's out for the season, by the way. Ooh. So they lost their quarterback. They fought, and this unfortunate happens. Another unfortunate thing that's going on in the world of sports is my Philadelphia 76ers. They just broke the record for the most consecutive losing.
Didn't they break their own record?
They broke their own, and then they broke the sports record in North America. They lost 27 in a row.
Damn.
They're 0-18. People pray for them. Do something.
They need more than prayer. They need to see
They pray for them. They need some of that divine intervention. They got such young talent.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
They'll be all right.
I wonder who's going to win or lose first. Is Carolina going to lose, or is my Sixers going to win? Which one?
Your sister's going to win before Carolina lose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They play the Lakers soon, don't they?
That's right. They play the Lakers. We're going to see how that turns out. We're going to see. I hope my Sixers come on. Just win a game or two. Now, something else going on in the NBA. Kobe
announced his retirement
in a letter form.
So happy he finally is going to call it quits. I am so happy.
How do you feel how the media is treating him as far as they're not being like he's the great one that he, was?
Well, because a lot of them feel that he overstayed.
Overstayed. Well, a lot of players, how come they didn't do that to Shaq?
Because, Shaq was going from team to team to team to team.
Yeah.
They were already bad when he got there, so it wasn't like he was pulling them down. But everyone felt that Kobe was pulling the Lakers down, not allowing them to rebuild because he kept staying.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. But as Magic Johnson says, because of his stature, he's probably the greatest Laker to ever live, according to Magic Johnson.
Magic said that.
Magic said he's the greatest Laker ever.
Well,
simply because of what he's accomplished.
What he's accomplished.
What he has accomplished.
From what I remember of Magic spent his whole career as a Laker in the Western Conference Final and the Finals.
Yes.
So
all but 2 years.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 or 3 years.
Definitely at the tail end.
Yeah.
But you figure a whole decade of the 80s, he was in the Western Conference Final or the NBA Finals.
Yes.
I'll take that.
Yes.
But Kobe, he has his ups and downs. His low moment, in my opinion, was the whole, I should have paid him off like Shaq.
I don't think that was the lowest.
I think so. Because he lost a lot of points on that.
But I think the biggest thing, I think he mumbled it and someone heard it and they ran with it. I don't think
he can't be talking to the cops.
He wasn't talking. He was talking to himself, man.
He was talking. He can't be with.
That's just how we sit up here when Jeff says something. You go, you talking to yourself, but we can hear it.
And by the way, Mr. McIntosh is not here. He is on assignment. He's on big time assignment. Yeah, he got to stay at that assignment.
He better stay at that assignment.
He better stay at that assignment.
Yeah.
But Black Mamba, he's retired, so good for him, and I hope he's not raping any more women. Now, let's talk about something also. Very dear to our hearts, the Dallas Cowboys. They got stomped out again on, Thanksgiving Day to Carolina. We knew it was a long shot for Dallas to win that game anyway.
Right.
We just was hoping
I thought it would be a closer
game because you thought they
Closer
would fight.
game.
You
Yeah.
thought they would fight. But what happened in that game? Tony Romo, who's also out for the season, he did one of those old Romo moments.
Well,
and
the rest that they thought they would get in Miami, he saved it to Carolina. But I really don't think it was the rest. I think that defense was just better prepared. They just knew what was coming.
yeah,
That's the way I see it. It wasn't the fact that he was rusty. They just knew what was going on.
but Romo has a tendency to always do these things. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't really.
Well, you know what? Before you say that, why is it that Romo do it? Why can't it just be the defense just prepared for what's coming?
Well, I mean, let's take the first interception that was ran back for a touchdown. He didn't see. You're throwing across the middle, so you're saying that Terrence Williams was wide open, but okay. Second one, he throws it.
No. I ain't talking about this game alone. I'm just talking about period overall.
Overall,
Now, this last game,
I'm going to say a lot of it is Tony Romo.
I don't think so.
Don't get me started in the 07 playoff versus the Giants. Okay, 4th and 10. Let's review now. And you could probably go to YouTube and find this. 4th and 10. Dallas is down by 4. He throws all the way to the end zone. They're like at the 20-yard line or whatever. He throws all the way to the end zone to Terry Glenn, whose first game back for like 10-something games. But the problem was Terry Glenn wasn't back. He had a whole bunch of blue uniforms in front of him, which I don't understand what he was looking at. So if I ever get a chance to interview you, Tony Romo, that would be the very first thing I would ask you. What the hell was you looking at? Now, concerning this current group of Cowboys, the season we think is over, even though they still do have a shot. They still do have a shot.
That's the weird thing.
And thank to the Giants, I guess no one wants to win this division.
No.
We'll talk about the Monday Nighter, the Dallas and the Redskins. But when you talk about blame, we want to blame this one, that one, this coach. He should be fired. Tony Romo, the defense. Squarely for me, the blame is going to the top. Jerry Jones. He wants all the attention. And you know what, damn it, you're going to get it now. Jerry Jones pretty much has ruined this team.
He tried to bring Steven tried to bring him back, but
I think it's a disgrace, and I'm going on record as saying that this from '96 after their last Super Bowl. These what is it? 20 years now?
Yeah,
almost 20 plus years is the worst stretch in Dallas Cowboy history, because first of all, there's no winning. How many division titles have been won within that time span? Like what, maybe 2, 3?
Three.
And this is supposed to be America's team. Remember, America win #1, and they're, hate to say it, a bunch of losers. We can't call America's team a bunch of losers, because that's exactly what they are. They lose in this fashion that is just like so Dallas Cowboyish. I don't know what else to say. But this is the worst stretch. You could say that we was talking earlier, the '89 team, they went 1-15. The 1960 team, the expansion team, they didn't win a game, but they got a tie. I say both of those teams had more heart than this current group of Dallas Cowboys. It is the worst in franchise history.
I don't think it's the worst. I think the biggest problem that I see is when it was next man up, no one stepped up, and no one coached them up.
Nobody.
I got tired of seeing him on the sideline. I got tired of hearing the same old speech over and over. We're going to evaluate the tape. We're going to do this. Shut up. I don't want to hear it anymore. When are you going to start making these men accountable for the money that they're getting?
Terrible. Dallas, but they still in it. And I'm putting it. It is shocking that to the NFC East.
7-9 could win the division.
7-9 can do it. That's 2 more games, and everybody lose the rest. It's
7-9 could win the division.
Weird,
that's unbelievable.
Weird season.
It happened in the NFC South one year too. 7-9.
And it happened in NFC West the year Seattle won it. My take on Jerry Jones, sir, you have all the money. Let someone else run your product because you suck. Okay, Jimmy Graham, right quick, he's out for the season. I was watching that. It was horrible injury towards patella tendon.
Right.
I feel bad for him, even though he underperformed in fantasy football world. But still, you hate to see someone get hurt like that. Let's move on to NFL Week 13.
We ain't gonna talk about fantasy football.
NFL Week 13. We got that started off with the Giants and the Jets. Ooh.
I take the Jets.
Ooh.
I take the Jets.
What's
Jets
the
defense.
What is the chances that the Giants lose this game? I'm gonna take the Jets. I'm just saying, they lose this game, and by some chance, Dallas wins.
The Redskins.
One game in back of the Jets, because right now Dallas is chasing the Giants. Mm-hmm. They can, if they want to do what they want to do, they got the 2 games with the Redskins in front of them.
Right.
I'm just saying. But the Redskins could squash all this by squashing Dallas Monday night, but we'll see. Colts and the Steelers. Ooh.
After that Steelers loss.
Sunday night.
Well, they seem to be better with the backup for some strange reason. A 40-year-old man throwing the football like he's 20.
I know, he's undefeated.
But I still take the Steelers.
Take the Steelers. It's in Blitzburg. I'm going to take the Steelers.
I take the Steelers. Don't want to, but I take it.
You know what? Let me change that. If Ben plays.
Yeah, I forgot. Concussion
protocol.
That dude don't have a concussion. He was just embarrassed to go back on the field.
I don't know what the hell is this problem. He's like the biggest dude on the field.
That don't make no freaking sense. All of a sudden now you want to talk to the doctor. Oh, my head went back. My
vision.
Oh, whatever. Stop playing like you too. Stop. He just didn't want to go back on the field.
Throw a burger in him. He might be all right.
Or send him to the bathroom with one of the chicks.
Whoa! Seahawks and Vikings.
I take the Seahawks.
Seahawks? I'm taking Minnesota.
I'm taking the Seahawks. Only reason why I'm taking the Seahawks is they showed fight They showed fight.
They showed a lot of fight. I'm going to take the Vikings in Minnesota. Agent Peterson can't be stopped. And that Seahawks defense is very suspect.
It's very suspect, but that offense.
Now, this is the game that you for fantasy people and people in general should watch if you want to see a very high-scoring game. Eagles and Patriots. I'm saying if Stafford and Winston and Jameson, if they could pass for 5 touchdowns, Brady should be at least 6. Minimum.
He's going to, after losing and hearing you lost to the backup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's going to be a fun game. That's going to be a fun game. That's going to
be a very interesting. I can't wait
to watch that one. They're going to beat the Eagles like they 3. They're going to beat them like Adrian Peterson beat his son.
Man. You know what that means. He beat that boy in his privates.
That's right. Don't beat him like Greg Hardy beat his girlfriend.
Oh, come on, brother, come on. Let's move on. Cowboys and Redskins. I'm not associated with that. Okay. Dallas Cowboys at Redskins Monday night.
Where are we at? At the Redskins?
It's in the Redskins. I'm taking New England, by the way. But
me too. But you know what? We don't do good on Monday nights.
Especially on ESPN.
I still say they should start Kellen Moore.
We all are saying that.
They should start Kellen Moore. If they start Kellen Moore, I'll give us the win.
But you're taking the Deadskins?
I take the Deadskins. But if they start Kellen Moore, I'll take the Cowboys.
And my Cowboy proud won't allow me to take them damn Deadskins. I'm going with the Cowboys all the way.
You had to say that to convince your damn self, didn't you?
No, I must be crazy. It is time to go. Peace.